Hi there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's Weekend Whip, we are going to be working on a page from my Johanna Basford weekly planner. This is a book that I have kind of, it was supposed to be an every week kind of thing, and then the last couple months I've kind of slacked off a little bit, so I'm going to try to catch up just a little bit. I'm going to pick a few pages that I'm really interested in, and then the ones where I do have the pencils picked out already that I want to work with. So we're gonna start on that. I'm gonna take a sip of tea here. Also, I need to let you guys know that I am filming in a different spot. You can probably tell by the background. And I'm gonna apologize for any like weird lighting or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out something different since my son is home for the summer from college, and I just gotta figure stuff out. So it's not actually a whip. I just want to get started on this page. So this is one from the beginning of May that I was wanting to color, and I went on Pinterest. I thought I'd kind of do this for a little bit of fun too, to show you kind of how I put together a page. But I went on Pinterest and I found this cute image, and I liked this color palette. I thought it would be really cute with this this image, plus with the little watering can. I thought that was really cute. So I'm going to try to put together some colors based on this image. I'm using my Castle Arts, because that was the pencils that I was supposed to use. I have the Castle Art Gold set. So these are the colors that I have available. So I thought that I would just kind of do a little bit of a color test. I'm trying to decide what color I want the little watering can to be, and I think that I like the turquoisey color. So I don't have anything quite the same, because this is kind of more of a muted turquoise, but I think that I can make it work with maybe this one here. So let's see, that's 101. So that would be this guy. Okay, so we've got that one. Let's see, and then a couple of these like goldeny yellow colors I think are in there. There's only one yellow in this whole set. That's strange to me. I guess I just didn't ever realize that when I was swatching these. That's funny. All right, well, we're gonna not do the yellow one then. I'm gonna go with this like golden yellow color, which I like that color. I like those two colors together, and then more of an orangey color. But I think instead of orange, I'm going to go with this peach, because I like the way that that looks too. So we're going to try this light peach. I think this will be a cute color palette. And then I like this. I like these two colors. So this azalea and the grenadine that are in here. Get a couple of different, oh, that's not the right one. Get a couple different pinks going. And then we'll need a couple of greens. Yeah, and these are very yellow greens, so we'll kind of go probably with this green, these greens here, and then maybe a darker green to add in some shading. So let's do the leaf green light and the cadmium green pale. All right, we got those done. And then for a shading color, I think I'll just do this hooker's green, just to have a nicer, darker green. I don't know that I'm going to use it a whole lot, because the images on this, or the flowers and stuff on this image are pretty small. So I might not have to use too much shading anyway. All right, I'm going to sharpen all my pencils, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and start with the, you know what, I probably need to grab, I do need to grab like the lighter turquoisey color that was in there. So that was that jade green light. I think we'll go with those and see how that goes. Okay, Okay, so hi, everybody. I hope that you are all doing well today. It is Sunday morning for me. I apologize for the lateness of this weekend whip. I know a lot of you are expecting it to come out on Saturday, and I usually do that, but we had open houses to go to yesterday, and I just did not plan my time very well, and I was like, well, I'll just try to do it tomorrow morning. So that is why we are here today instead. Okay, that is going to be a little, I wonder if I can use my gray to just try to tone it down a little. That's the nice thing about using like coloring in these books, is that I can just kind of play. And that did tone it down a little, so that's good. I might use this gray a little bit in conjunction with those other two to get this watering can done. Yeah, so we had some open houses yesterday that we had to go to, and one of them was for my niece, and I'm just so proud of her. She's a sweetheart. I've loved her since the day she was born. She's just, I think I have a lot more pictures of her, because I did babysit her for a little while too when she was little. So I have some fun pictures of her, and it's just, I don't know, it's bittersweet. I was a little grumpy yesterday because I realized just how fast everybody was growing up, and she saw it at one point. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, honey, today is your day. Don't worry about me." I'm just like, no, you need to celebrate you today. It's all about you. Yeah, she's the sweetest. She's super smart. She joined cross country and track in her high school years and had never done those sports before, and I was unbelievably proud of her. Those are like, I mean, we had a cross country coach one time tell the kids, you know, you guys chose the sport that most other teams use as punishment. So he's like, it's not easy. It's not. And if anybody ever tells you, oh, it's just running, you tell them to get their butts out here and try it themselves. But anyway, very proud of her. Super stoked to see what she's going to do in her future. I already know she's got college picked out. She's ready to go. She is going to be living at home. Luckily, we have a college, a really nice, really good university close by that she can commute to. So, yeah, I think that she's looking forward to getting started. Just super proud of her. I'm also filming in my dining room right now, so if my voice is wonky, or if I'm hoping that you guys can hear everything I'm saying and I'm not like being too quiet or anything, but I'm trying to avoid waking anybody up. I did get up a little early so that I could get this done without anybody else being around. I don't love it, like doing these weekend whips. I don't love it when my family can hear what I'm talking about, because this is like, I mean, I've kind of talked about it before, that, you know, this little part is a little bit like therapy, where I can just say what's on my mind. And, you know, I mean, I know eventually you guys will hear it, but it's a little different when I'm just kind of spilling out my heart, you know, and I don't want people to look at me when I do that. I'm sure that sounds ridiculous, but okay. I'm kind of I like the little muted tone that the gray adds. I think that And it's nice that these are layering. As long as I don't push hard, I can get the layer in there and not have to worry. But if I pushed a little too hard, then I don't think that it would layer quite as well. I do like this this paper though. I know that a lot of people probably wouldn't, and I'm saying this is probably not, you know, this is not the best paper, but there are only a few pencils I found that I don't like on it so far. So maybe it's not the best paper to try all the different mediums out on, because I can tell, I mean, I like the way that this feels with these pencils, and I've tried these pencils on other paper and I didn't love it. So I wasn't really looking forward to coloring with this, with these pencils in the beginning, but I don't mind them. They're pretty decent. Okay, so let's see what else. We have just had like a really nice relaxing weekend. Besides, you know, the open houses, we got to play D&D on Friday, which was really fun. We're playing that second campaign that my oldest is running, and had like this crazy amount of drama. I was not prepared for it, and like I mean, I can usually see like plots coming in movies and you know, in books and stuff when I'm reading, and so I'm not usually surprised by things. And my daughter surprised the crap out of me. One of our characters in her past had murdered had been contracted to kill another character's wife. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I don't know how we're going to get past that as a team, but it was pretty crazy. And then like watching the fight unfold between the two of them was it was a little scary, but it was really fun. Really fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to take these two pencils, maybe just this one. Maybe we'll just do this one. And I'm going to kind of go around the flowers in here. That'll probably be that color in there. And then maybe we'll do like some of the other colors around like the outsides and stuff. Okay. I've got some greens here. Let's look at these pretty colors here. So I'm just going to start coloring flowers. And of course, these ones that are in here don't need any kind of shading at all. We'll just kind of let's see, channel news. I did release a video. Good Lord. We completed pages video. That's the one. That's the word I'm looking for. Holy moly. Yeah, completed pages video is out for the month of May. I did not get as many done as I had planned, which I could kind of feel like I felt that coming, you know, like I knew that it was going to be a little bit of a rough month, because I was just, all I wanted to do was read. Like I didn't want to do any of the pages. So I did end up getting at least one page done for every week in the theme, the mermaid themes that I picked out. So that was good. I'm glad I got those done. I do like the pages that I got done for him, so that was a bonus too. Yeah, this is cute. I wonder how much difference this is. I'm going to try this one here and see. Yeah, that's not too different, but think it's just different enough between the two pinks. I wonder if you guys can even tell the difference. So here, I'll hold it up closer. You can see the difference. This has got a little bit more red in it, and I do like the difference there. I am going to color this guy yellow. I like to work in this book too because the images are smaller. Like, it's frustrating when you get like images like, where is it? This one, where everything is, you still have all of the stuff there, but it's just all smaller. So I didn't get that one done, but like on this one, this is normally a much bigger page, and I like the fact that it's all kind of condensed and small. Same with that one, because that one is a much bigger page too. Yeah, I like having these be a little bit more manageable size, I guess. I'm gonna have to come through and get the centers of the flowers colored too. I don't know what color I'm gonna color those. These go down really smoothly, by the way. Like, they're, when I put a little bit of pressure, there's hardly any white space showing through. It's looking pretty good. Sorry, back to the videos. So I did get quite a few pages done, but again, not as many as I would have wanted. I had a couple that I didn't end up posting on Instagram, but for the majority, everything that I finished ended up on Instagram. So if you follow me over there, you probably saw it. But yeah, still like to make those completed pages videos. I get to talk a little bit more in depth about, things I used, or come to think about it, I don't know if I did that. I think I might have done that a little bit on this. I can't remember if I did. That would have been a little upsetting if I forgot to tell you guys. That's like the one reason I like to do those videos. All right, let me see here. We've got a few more flowers. We've got some leaves to do. Oh, sorry if you hear the chair too. My dining room chairs are very loud now. Like, they just recently have gotten super loud. So every time I move, you've probably heard that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this month. I did talk a little bit in the video, my completed pages video, about my plans for June, which are basically to have no plans. I am just gonna pick up what I feel like coloring. I am going to try to get back and focus a little bit on making videos for you all. I'm hoping that I can get back to the ABC videos. Those are the ones that I'm gonna kind of be working on a little bit. And those are basically, color alongs. So it does take a little bit of time to get those videos made, but I am gonna work on those a little bit. And then if there are any videos that you guys are interested in seeing, I did see, who was it? Shoot, right out of my head. She's a super talented colorist, and now I can't remember what her dang channel name is. Anyway, she did a whole series of videos, well, a couple different videos, that basically took you from the beginning stages of her picking out a page, picking out colors, all that stuff, all the way through to the finished end result. Is that something that you all would be interested in seeing me do? Like, how I pick out my colors, how I, things like that? Or do you just want to see, end result kind of things? What are you interested in seeing from me? I have kind of cut So I'm really trying to go through the supplies that I have currently. I am getting, you know, a few new books here and there where I have like my interest peaked, but I'm not just, I wasn't ever rage buying, but it's like, you know, I would look and be like, I need all of the books, and I don't need all of the books, and it's okay for me to not have all of the books. And yeah, so I'm just not going to buy all the books. I am going to get the artists that I'm interested in. So I do have a couple of books that I have not colored in yet. You know, like the Wildflower, I think, from Christine Caron. And I have, you know, the Aviary book, the new mythographic Aviary one. And I haven't colored in any of them yet, but I am still super interested in working in them. So those ones are both definitely on my radar. I did go through yesterday and pick out several books that just felt happy, if that makes any sense at all. I was just literally just going through some of my books, and I was just like, okay, what do I feel about this one? How does this, do I want to try to color something in that? And so I just grabbed a bunch of them, and I do have a stack now that I can just kind of reach for and grab. I have been working on some of the pages from Enchanted Faces. I'm part of a buddy color group where we have a few pages that we pick out every once in a while, and I'm gonna do this one down here. And we all kind of got behind last month, so we're playing catch up this month, and I'm almost already all caught up, so I'm very excited about that. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. But that's been kind of a nice, relaxing book to work in. And it's just so much easier because I just go through and I, you know, add in my alcohol markers, and then I just do my Prismacolors right over top, and whatever color palette I want. So it's really a nice book to work in for me because it's just low stress and just fun, really. All right. Try. I hate these spirals. They drive me bonkers. I know a lot of people like spiral bound some of their books when they start to fall apart, but it just drives me crazy. Drives me bonkers. Okay, and then I need a yellow guy here. All right. That's the majority of the color. I'll probably use these colors for shading around the outside of the, because I have a few little flowers over here. Well, let me just get a couple of these done really quick. Yeah, I'll probably do some light shading with these colors around the outside of this too. All right, let's get some leaves done. That's not my greens. These are my greens. What about these little guys? Oh, there's flowers out here too. Huh. Totally didn't see those. Those guys are probably going to be the same thing with like the little... I don't know. I'm just going to color. And we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So a lot of this, I don't know if I'm going to shade a whole lot. I might fade things off into white, maybe. I just don't feel like doing a whole lot of shading, and I think that's okay sometimes. You can just color and do what makes you happy. All right, I lied. Completely lied. All right, I'm just going to make this side a little darker. All right, and then this is going to get with these kind of leaves that Johanna draws, I always bring up the center part and then I just kind of shade to either side of the that little center line I've drawn up, and then I use a lighter color outward from that. I don't know if that made sense. I'm gonna have to darken this up with this dark color that I have in here. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. So there, you can kind of see what that leaf looks like now. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So I'm just gonna, I just kind of trace out from the center part, and then I do a little bit on either side there. That green, that last green felt a little scratchy compared to these other two. These other two are super smooth. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Sorry, every time I say something like that, it makes me think of Bugs Bunny, that Bugs Bunny cartoon where he's got like the big orange monster and he does his, he's like doing his nails and he starts talking about, it's like he's gossiping and being in a, you know, a nail salon or whatever. It's super cute. All right. These are super shiny. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but which one do I want? Yes, this is the one that I want. All right, so all of these little guys are just gonna get a solid, anything that looks like that. That's another thing you can do when you have so many different kinds of leaves. You can just pick, you know, anything that has a specific shape, you can color the exact same way, and it makes it go so much faster. Like I can just now go through and get everything with that specific shape and just get it done. So yeah, what other types of videos? Let's see. So I'm not sure what other tutorials I can do. I mean, I'm going to do the how I color kind of videos, but I've done like tutorials on how I use the majority of my supplies, and I could maybe revisit a couple of those. I feel like I've learned a little bit since I've done like my Inktense tutorial, and I have a Neocolor tutorial out there. I feel like I've, you know, maybe gotten a little bit better at using those supplies since I did my first tutorials. So maybe I could, yeah, maybe I could revisit those, but yeah, for the most part, I just kind of want to come on here and hang out with you guys and color and chat and, you know, maybe do some color alongs here and there. I doubt that I will be doing quite as many hauls as I was doing because it's just, I'm not buying as much. But I'll definitely come on and show you when I get cool stuff. Oh, speaking of getting cool stuff, my birthday, my birthday was last weekend. And I did get some wonderful things from my beautiful friend Corey for my birthday. She got me some distress crayons, some really cool markers, and really one of the oh shoot, Kanoko Agusa books that I didn't have. So and I did reach out and thank her already, but she's so sweet. And you know, and then I got to hang out with my family and just like chill out. I told everybody that I just was kind of, I didn't really want anything. I just wanted to spend time with people. I did get to go out to dinner, which was, we went to this really cool Mexican restaurant. That's a newer place that's not too far from my house. And they had this, I'll have to put it, I don't know if I can put it on screen because it's got the face of the waitress and I don't want to put her on YouTube without consent. But anyway, there was a video, or maybe I can find their company video or something. We got a tower of margaritas, which is basically, it's just like this metal tower, and it has 4 different margaritas, flavored margaritas on it, or you can get 4 of the same if you want, I'm sure. But we got the frozen ones, and they come in like these little cute little bottles, and then there's like this firework on top of it. It's like a little flare kind of thing, and it was so fun. It's such a fun thing to do for like your birthday. And when they carry it through the restaurant, they like blow a whistle, and like it was neat. I'm not big on people like singing me happy birthday and stuff in a restaurant, but that little bit of, hey, look at what I'm taking to this table was kind of cool. And then the food was delicious. I had something I'd never had before, and it was yummy. And I got to hang out with some of my favorite people, so that's just always a bonus. Yeah, this darker green is a little scratchy. But I was still able to, even with the limited color palette that these pencils have, I was able to find the colors that I need for the color palette that I wanted, for the image that I had found that I wanted to color. All right. Let's see. So I've got a few more leaves over this way. Add a little bit of dark green here. I am going to try to get back to some Mix It Up Monday things. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do. I think like the coloring planner went over well. I know you guys really enjoyed watching that. So that might be one. And then trying to do maybe, I don't know. I mean, I like to do the cards. The cards and the scrapbook pages didn't go over very well with views, but I still had fun making them. So those might come back too. Again, it's all about, being able to have the time and the drive to make the extra videos. And then, the majority of my stuff is downstairs, and things have kind of gotten a little bit out of control down there. So I feel like I need to clean everything before I get everything put back and organized before I can get down there to work again, which is always just the least fun part of everything, All right, so I have these leaves here, some here. Just trying to figure out where everything is. Maybe I could do these little things in like turquoises. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna sharpen this real quick. All right, just so I can get, some of these little shapes are so tiny. They should just be done with like fine liners or something, but I don't feel like getting those out, so I'm just gonna suffer through with my colored pencils. It's not really suffering, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't don't really have too much else to chat about. Like I said, I'm still doing a lot of reading. That's kind of where the majority of my free time is going. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm so boring. I'm so boring. But it's all right. I don't mind. All right, I like that. Okay, I am going to be, oh, I've got some other leaves like that over here. I'm going to be, what am I going to do? Yeah, I was going to start going to parks and stuff this week to walk with my youngest, and then the weather decided to become stupidly hot, like really fast. Like I didn't even have time to like, you know, get my body ready to be hot. It was just automatically just hot. Like it started one day and it never stopped. And I'm like, what is happening? It's like summer just kind of exploded and is now here, whether we want it to be or not. So it's like high 80s and 90s every day. And I'm like, I'm not ready for this yet. We're just getting into the 70s. So I got to get ready to be hot, because I get, if I'm out in the heat for too long, I get really bad headaches. And yes, I'm hydrated, and yes, I'm all the stuff that I'm supposed to be. It's just the heat just messes with my system. So I have a tendency, I just have to get used to it. Usually by the end of the summer, I'm used to all the heat, but then it goes away. And then I'm cold and I'm like, what's going on? So I just need to live somewhere where it's like, and I would hate this. I would really, really hate it, because I do like my seasons. I like to look outside and see all the different things that are happening throughout the year. But if I could just live somewhere where it was about the same temperature every single day, I think my body would be happier with me. And I know a lot of people live in areas where that is the case. So I know that it can happen. All right, what about these flowers? I'm going to save those, and we're going to work a little bit with the turquoisey colors that I had in here. So I'm going to just continue this. I'm trying to leave some of these the little circles in here open so that I can get in. I might just come back through with paint pens, because I have paint pens that are similar colors to all of these. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, I thought that the blue would be cute in all of these areas here. I do have to find a color for the centers of these flowers too. Oh, how did I forget that whole flower? It's just like not even... That's weird. Oh, I think I'm going to try to go see a couple movies here soon too, because we've got that Into the Spider-Verse has just come out, which looks really cool. I loved the first one. So I want to see the second one. I probably should know the actual name of it, but I don't off the top of my head. I just know it's the second one of those. But the animation and the art style on that is just It's so cool looking. So yeah, super excited to see that. And we wanted to see Guardians of the Galaxy, the new movie, but I haven't seen that yet either. So hopefully we can get some movies, get some of our summer movies watched here soon. Let me know if there's any movies out there that you're excited to see this summer and what you have seen and like what were your favorites. All right. See, that looks cute. I do think I am gonna do, I'm gonna use this. Yep. Trying to decide if I want this little vine thing to be green or if I want it to be turquoise like the water. I don't know. I don't know. There are a lot of little flowers in here that I just completely missed. Was just talking too much? What did I do here? That might have been. I might have just been chatting too much. Which is funny because I feel like I haven't had anything to say. Let's do orange. All right. Well, I think that'll be cute once I get it finished. I'm not unhappy with how this is going. I think all of these different little flowers are going to be fun to get colored in. These pencils, as long as they're smooth, which most of the ones I've found so far have been smooth, they'll be good for backgrounds because you can fade it off into nothingness pretty easily. Yeah, so for example, here's kind of what my thought process is for these. So around each of these flowers where there's a color, I'm going to use just a real light touch and try to blend out some of the just like in random patterns. So there's the pink, and then we've got this yellow one that would have some color around it. And I'm not necessarily like touching the flower or touching anything else. This is just kind of a little bit of color in the background. This pink is kind of dark to do this, but it's okay. And then I can add in some of the red here. And we'll do a little bit of orange on this one. And then blend in the orange a little bit. Or peach, I guess. This is peach. It'll be just random colors here and there. I'm going to add in a little bit of color around each of these guys. And then the other fun thing I can do is, like I said, I've got Posca pens that I can come in and do like a bunch of dots with. I could also come in with like fine liners and do the same thing, or gel pens, or, you know, lots of different mediums. Would be fun to add like little dots and little fun elements to the page. All right, so yeah, this is kind of what the outside of this will look like. There'll just be colors flowing out from different areas. And then these guys will be, I'm just going to use this one. Oh, I think I'm going to use the dark one too. Maybe I'll get some of these colors kind of out in the shading as well. We'll see. Yeah. No, I think I'm going to leave I'm going to leave the blue stuff on the inside. I'll just kind of have this floating out of here, but then around the outside is all going to be the different pinks and yellows and peach and stuff. I think that's my thought process. I mean, it is my thought process because I just told you what I was thinking. Oh boy. All right, I don't hate this. It's trying to figure out what you want to do on pages that is the hardest, really. It really is. For me, at least. I don't always have a clear idea of what I want to do, and things like that image that I found, you know, I was like, oh. So when I went on Pinterest, I just I typed in, you know, watering can art. And that was one of the first images that popped up. So I was like, yeah, we'll try that one. We'll try that and see how that works. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be cute. All right, so that is it for me today. I know this was a little rambly, a little quieter than normal, so hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be trying really hard to get back into making videos for you guys. I'm hoping to have some time this week to work on some things and get some videos out to you guys. So thank you so much for being here today. And until next time, I'll see you later.